My name is David. I'm a tour guide at Red Clay Studio. The space here is owned by Ibrahim Mahama, who is a visual artist. So basically, I started the space in somewhere 2014, 2015 with the construction. Eventually, he made the place as accommodation for himself as well as a studio. But later on, he decided to expand the space to make it an open studio where you could come into an artist studio, which is not usually common out there in the world. So that's the difference that Ibrahim is trying to make. Here we have the non-orientable Nkansa. Non-orientable actually means that the boxes are not arranged in the perfect manner or in the perfect line in a way. And Nkansa there is the name of a Shishan boy who actually helped Ibrahim to collect most of these boxes from his colleagues. Because these are usually guys who live their villages around the country. They travel all the way down south in order to search for greener pastures. But when they get there, they realize that things are still very hard for them. So they end up venturing into this kind of Shishan business where they go around to polish people's shoes as well as to maintain them in order to make an income out of it. So yeah, these boxes sometimes become little homes for these guys where they keep their tools and materials they use for their daily activities. Also put in their toothpaste, toothbrushes. Wherever they are going to, they carry it along because they are not fortunate to have homes. They don't have money to rent places to stay. So usually they beat the boxes and just like you've heard, each box has a unique sound where they beat it to solicit business every day. Yeah, so all the boxes, so we have about 4,000. So some were collected from the Shishan boys, others were also remade from scrap wood from factories as well. We have some ice skates up there. So usually they are important to the country as second-hand, but here in Africa we can't skate with them. So when it gets into the country, these fishermen along the coastal areas buy them, take off the metal parts of them, they sharpen it, add a handle to it, then it becomes a knife. So this space is called the archives, where we keep old items, old documents, old books. It's keeping all of this such that we could once in a while go back to the past, probably pick up ideas that will impact in a positive way in our future, probably in the present as well. So just behind me is a propeller engine. We also have some old smokes from chiefs. Others are local bulletproofs, usually worn by warriors. So yeah, they sew these charms or talismans on them, whereas it serves as bulletproof because of that spiritual bond that they have with this smoke, such that in case a local gun is shot at them, it doesn't hurt them. So we also have a gramophone, which is an older version of a musical box in the space as well, trying to connect some of probably our older generations back to what they used as a form of music. We also have some jewelry boxes from the southern part for earrings and other jewelry items as well. We also have some books from libraries which talks more about the government. We have population census, government bulletins, parliamentary debate, trade reports. It's called the capital corpses. And the capital there could represent money of the economy, or it could even represent Tamale as the then capital of the northern region. Where the corpses are either dead bodies or dead materials. So he's interested in the sounds that they make. The syncopated cacophony sounds or noise. They produce sound that seems abnormal as compared to what they usually sound when they are still new. So basically, he's trying to bring out the ghost in them in such a way that he listens to the sound where people are able to experience it as well. And behind us here are medical stretchers, which he bought the original ones from Greece, was conducting the research there, then looking at the artistic aspect, he decided to acquire them and then use them for several documentaries around the world and eventually brought them to the country this year. Then he decided to make a replica So these replicas are made out of materials which are residues from the mechanic shops and also from fishmongers. So these mechanics buy these banners, lay them on the floor, work on people's motors or cars. So there the oil from this motor or car will drop, staining it. Then he compares this oil to that of blood and sorts of soldiers. Also those with the fishmongers who smoke fish, usually they buy these bed sheets, cover their barrels. So eventually smoke from firewood as well as oil from the fish eventually stain it as well. Taking its original state, it could be color or maybe smell away from it permanently, and that is what he's looking at, comparing that and also making a replica as with the original.